the internet, we are here live. You're watching Those Video Guys, and we are back. More specifically, I am back. It was all just a dream. I was on holiday for 2 weeks. We are now here live.
But I was never away. I was always here.
Sean held the fort.
Yes,
indeed.
I brought in reinforcements with Jonathan Woodward.
Star of Stage and Scream.
Yes, Stage and Scream.
Absolutely,
yes.
thank you.
Jonathan will be back at a later date. He's going to be our first alternate.
Yes.
As it were.
Lovely stuff. And Elazar, I believe you were away last week as well.
New York, yes, indeed. That was fun.
Did you have a lovely time?
I did have a lovely time.
Good.
And how was Atlanta?
Atlanta was marvellous, and then I went on to New Orleans and Orlando and Miami, and I just did so much in such a short time, but now I'm back and I'm ready to devote all of my energies to this marvellous television programme.
Bloodbone China is saying, where's the bow tie?
Well, the bow tie, there's an interesting question behind that, and the answer is that I just thought for today, perhaps only, I would wear this delightful Cat in the Hat t-shirt that I picked up at Universal Studios in Orlando.
Merchandise.
It's merch. It's merch.
No, I was reading the paper today. He had to lend it to Matt Smith because he lost his bow tie.
That's right.
Did I? Yes. Well, I see that you've wasted no time at all in name-dropping Doctor Who. Is there anything you'd like to tell me?
Well, believe it or not, we've actually got a Doctor Who show straight after this one.
Really? Tell me more, Elazar.
So, yes, it is Those Video Guys double bill.
Yep.
And 9 o'clock UK
Just in case you can't get enough of us.
Provided, of course, we don't overrun.
Which there is every possibility that we will do. As we
will be Talking Who.
Talking what?
Talking Who.
Talking Who.
Full-on show, just talking Doctor Who.
And of course, I assume there's a new series of Doctor Who starting.
There is, starting on Saturday.
Correctly,
Thank you.
Yes.
Good. Well, which reminds me, I saw a TARDIS today outside.
Earls Court.
Was it outside Earls Court?
Okay, Earls Court Station. There's a TARDIS outside Earls Court Station.
That might have been it. I don't know. I mean, it gets around a bit, doesn't it?
It does. If you ever visit London, take the London Underground, the subway to Earls Court. Outside the station is actually a real working TARDIS. Well, it's not working.
TARDIS?
It's now just a closet. The local street cleaners use it to store all their stuff. But it used to be a TARDIS.
Fantastic. Well, I see we've got some fans of Doctor Zeus in the house, which is good to hear. And of course, as I say, stay tuned. Then, presumably, how can one watch? Let's just say I don't even know what Doctor Who or a computer is. How could I watch this Talking Who show? What do I need to do?
You would need a computer.
Okay. Well, let's say I've bought a computer. I've turned it on. What do I need to do to watch Talking Who?
bit.ly/Talking Who.
bit.ly/Talking Who.
That takes you to our Ustream page for Talking Who.
Great. Well, guys, check that out in just under 1 hour, as soon as the show finishes.
And also, we're coming to you on different software this week.
Today? Yes, we are. Hopefully, it looks a bit clearer, but it looks to me like it might have already started.
Well, some people are getting
getting
a bit buggy, I think, a bit breaking up. So
their computers just aren't powerful enough to cope with
I don't know. We don't know if it's on our end.
Well, it looks pretty good on this end. It looks pretty good on this end.
Yeah.
But not so hot on this end. But I guess as you guys can't see what I'm pointing to, I might as well be just waving mysteriously into the main shot. Thank you. We've shown a clip of Lee Hardcastle, and let's chat about the guy, because I'm assuming that we lost most of that sparkling conversation that we had before.
He's an animator, Wallace and Gromit
He's
style,
a British animator.
Morph kind of stuff. Went to film school.
Became disillusioned
with trying to make short films.
Point when he was in Wirecast.
I get the feeling this isn't the first time you've said all this, is it, Sean?
Decided that he thought that at least with stop motion he can be in control and master of his own films.
Yes. Are we recording?
Yes.
Great. Okay. Yes. As I said before, sort of like a Wallace and Gromit, but for the internet and
for adults with gore
and major psychological issues.
Yes.
So Lee Hardcastle, we showed one clip.
Should we go for a clip?
Should we have a look at the other clip?
Yes. This is excellent.
Let's have a look at that.
Somewhere else. Look. Do you think my mum looks pretty? Captain Howdy. Later. Mom, what's happening? Dr. Things have gotten worse since the fall. I'll make it stop.
It could be stress.
Did you f***ing see her or not?
I'll be honest, she needs an exorcist.
Father, you can do it. No, I need church approval, but I can see her as a clown. Hello.
There you go.
It's quite disturbing.
It certainly is. It's at least as scary as the
but he powers through like a film in 60 seconds, and they're brilliant. And it's actually quite, he's done The Evil Dead, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Seems to go for basically what he seems to stick to is all the kind of like the gory stuff and really kind of like pushes the envelope.
But actually, he condenses a film so well in 60 seconds.
Like you said, so he gets a film and condenses it into 60 seconds. using stop motion.
But it's completely recognisable.
Yes.
It's got the beginning, the middle, and the end, and it's like that. It's amazing to think that you can just say that's it. Take literally moments from each scene, tiny little fragments,
and make a
stick them together,
recognisable whole.
and you can make a recognisable whole of a film.
Good stuff.
It also kind of it reminded me a bit in a whole different way. It reminded me when we watched reviewed a few weeks back Transylvanian TV.
The Puppet
which
Guys.
Yes,
that was good.
But it's when you're taking something that is essentially is seen as a children's format and doing something quite adult with it. And at the same time, that kind of makes it kind of like a bit more disturbing when you first watch it. Yes.
It's kind of subversive. So this is a guy called Lee Hardcastle. He's got his own YouTube channel, / Lee Hardcastle.
Definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, there's a couple of videos on there, aren't there? A lot of them
there's a few,
worth checking
absolutely.
out. And
yes, Eraserhead as well. He's done an Eraserhead one.
That you must see. That is a good one, and I certainly recommend you all check that out. Lee Hardcastle, a British animator who uses claymation. Check him out on YouTube, guys. Let's go for the Bitlys top 5. Or maybe top 4 this week.
It's top, our fifth one has disappeared from the system.
It was about the popular app, iPod app.
No, what it was, if you look at it look up on YouTube, Hello Uncle, do you sell Angry Birds? It's a prank call.
I watched that only earlier today.
Yeah, it seems to have disappeared from our system.
Oh.
It's a prank call. Someone calls up a pet shop in Singapore, and he's asking if they sell Angry Birds.
Well, it'd be kind of like he calls up and he goes, I want to buy a bird. And the guy goes, what kind of bird do you want? And he goes, I want an angry bird. And the guy goes, well, all the birds we sell here are happy.
The Angry Birds, there's the red one, there's the yellow one, there's the black one, there's a square one.
And he starts going, we want to throw them on our neighbour's house.
LSL, we're back. We're in the Bitlys. We're looking at the 4 most tweeted and retweeted videos of the week.
We've just been reviewing the Angry Birds phone call,
which I pithily summarised as a Monty Python parrot sketch for the YouTube generation. Number 4, CIA YouTube Twitter accounts.
It's actually quite fascinating.
It was, yeah. I mean, we can probably talk. It's not much.
Yeah, but basically what it's doing is it's asking people to question the information that's being put out currently about the situation in Libya. And what it's when so many media have access to Twitter and the internet has actually been shut down for nearly a year, how come all this YouTube footage is suddenly available on YouTube about what's going on in Libya, and how come there's suddenly all these Twitter accounts appearing out of nowhere attacking the Gaddafi account when the average person in Libya does not have access to the internet?
They've got no access.
And they're all tweeting in perfect English. As well.
So suspicions were aroused.
Indeed.
Yes.
I mean,
well,
we should point out that this person is very much. I think they're based in California, but they are very much pro Gaddafi. So he's got his own spin, but he's just.
I still like.
He can't be all bad.
I still like the idea that what this guy's trying to do is trying to get you. I think whether you agree with him or not in terms of your attitudes towards Gaddafi, what I agree with here is the idea to question the information that you were given. I mean, the whole American economy is based around a military machine. Economically, they need to have a war every so often, and so, I wouldn't take everything that's on the news at face value at times.
But yes, that's
that's my spin on it.
It's an interesting little video. Anyway, you can check it out. We'll put the links up on our blog and website and Twitter later in the night. So please do check that out. It's a lot of fun. And as Groucho Marx would say, you can learn a lot from Libya. Well, he would have said Lydia. But anyway, video Bitly number 3, Airbus A380 jumbo jet clips the tail of another plane. Sounds insane.
It is.
We better check.
Watch this. Whoa! There it goes.
Blimey, I'm not a good player on the best of
times. Come on, play that again.
Can we? Yeah, let's look that one more time.
Look, and there it goes. It does a full-on spin.
Was that plane coming into land, or were they?
The plane had the plane. Both planes had landed. One, I guess hadn't been told to move quick enough, and they should, he shouldn't have been.
It's a risky business,
isn't
it?
No, what it is there's pilots actually play plane pinball.
It looked like they were playing plain chicken. He's going to get out the way. He's going to get out the way.
Some rich banker, probably with his private plane, thought, I can park it myself anywhere. And
John Travolta.
He got a shock.
It was John Travolta.
Could have been.
But actually, that happened on the night that I arrived in New York.
Did it?
Oh, did it?
It actually arrived. It actually happened, I guess, maybe a couple of hours before I'd landed or something. because there were still obviously fire trucks around, and I could see there was more than the usual amount of fire trucks at JFK Airport when we landed. And I thought,
an abnormal amount.
I kind of felt, why would they have all these fire trucks unless something
Because John Travolta's plane's been just waxed.
And of course that clip's been tweeted and retweeted around the internet.
Probably a lot of young boys got hurt in that.
No one got hurt.
What does that mean?
No one got hurt.
What does that even mean? I don't think I want to know.
Is he talking about Michael Jackson?
Bitlys number 2. 2-year-old wakes up to Waka Flocka. He's got rhythm. He's got rhythm. That's a pretty cool kid. That is one cool kid and a funny video.
It was quite funny.
And is there any more that I can say about that?
Well, everyone likes a cute kid every now and then.
Yes.
Especially one that
Pulling
likes to
a silly
dance.
face.
Yeah. It's just that he wakes up and he's immediately dancing.
It reminds me of that video, the famous YouTube video that I think Annoying Orange spoofed, actually, of the kid who'd just been to the dentist.
Yes, he did.
And was still under anaesthetic or something. And they sort of all freaked out and he's going, is this real life? It's sort of in the same vein. So if you like videos of kids in car seats doing slightly abnormal things, this is one for your playlist. It's a must. Yeah. Check it out. 2-year-old wakes up to Waka Flocka, and we'll give you the links later on. The number 1 Bitlys most tweeted and retweeted around offices
and
worldwide.
Probably this won't be a surprise to some people because I'm sure a lot of people have already seen this one.
Let's have a look.
But it's the royal wedding.
Yes.
As sponsored by T-Mobile. A solemn occasion, indeed. I think. What was that?
That was Princess Beatrice boogieing down. That's Princess Anne. That was Andrew just there. And
so a sneak preview there.
You do see sort of Prince William. He sort of boogies on down the red carpet. It's a sneak preview. That was the rehearsal. T-Mobile managed to sneak cameras in during the actual live rehearsal.
And I wasn't invited. Oh, I guess I was in America, so that's fair enough.
It's a fun.
Well,
the Queen doesn't quite get down to boogieing. I think she still tries to. But Prince Philip, I think, does a bit of boogieing.
Yeah.
It's quite a funny video. I mean, it's about a 4-minute advert for T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Fine. I can say to balance that T-Mobile suck. I have T-Mobile and my phone didn't work at all.
I have T-Mobile as well.
And they have appalling coverage as well in the Greater London.
Well, they're now joined up with Orange.
On the plus side, they make hilarious videos.
They do.
They're now joined up with the Annoying Orange.
They have actually. I seem to be on Orange more than T-Mobile most of the time. So what are you going to do? But guys, so T-Mobile on the plus side, nice YouTube videos. On the downside, fairly bad phone service. So overall, a reasonable phone provider. 2.5 out of 5. That's my rating. Well, not the official ratings of those
if they
video
want to
guides.
sponsor the show and give us
yeah, then I'd be happy to retract all of that. So we should talk maybe about the royal wedding, or should we talk about that at the end of the show?
Let's do the web series.
Let's go on with the next web series.